day 165, and it's time for the evening routine, which I started yesterday. So let's see, I have the morning routine down, I think, pretty much, barring any injuries that I might suffer from. So I thought I'd give the evening routine a try, adding 150 kettlebell swings to the evening and seeing how far I get on this twice a day schedule, because I don't think there's inherently anything wrong with being active twice a day, predominantly because I sit a lot during the day for my job. It's not like I have a physically demanding or taxing job. What about you? How's your day been? It's Monday evening here. Is it Monday morning where you are, or is it very early Tuesday, or is it very early Monday morning? I'd like to hear from you and understand what you're doing. Maybe you're going to the gym. Maybe you've just been to the gym. Maybe you're sitting at your desk working and looking for a distraction. Well, here you are. You can show your colleagues this crazy dude who swings kettlebells every day because he thinks it's incredible fun. I'm still trying to grow this channel, so here I am, 380 subs, and I'm really grateful for everyone who's chosen to follow me on this journey. I actually really appreciate that, and I hope there's something in this channel for you. And maybe there's something in my story and journey for you. I've actually put together a 15-day program to help anyone get started, to get from 0 minutes of exercise in a day to 30 minutes, which I will be shooting over the next few weeks, maybe months, and editing and putting out on my channel. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe and stay up to date. And give me a thumbs up if you're here and you think what I'm doing is fun or interesting, or just want to send me some encouragement. And also on the chat, if you want to send me some smileys or something, I just really appreciate that. Beyond that, it is 7:52 in the evening. Like I always say, you're good just the way you are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So I'm going to get started with a little bit of mobility, and then we're going to do some kettlebell snatches. And after that, we're going to do 150 swings. Let's get started. Of course, in the meantime, if there's anything you want to say or ask me, just write it up in the chat and I'll be over when I see it, because I'm not wearing my glasses right now, to give you an answer. But right now we're just going to get started with some mobility. Because it's always good to check in with your body before you really start your workout. Tell me, do you do any kind of fitness yourself? Maybe you're into kettlebells, or maybe you started being interested in kettlebells because of me. I'd be curious to know, so let me know in the comments. Maybe you're into running, cycling, judo or any other contact sport, karate, rugby, American football. Let me know what it is you do. Or maybe you just like to go to the gym and hang out there. I did that for years. Loved it very much. Still enjoy going to the gym. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. Some people showed up. Ida, hi. Thanks. I appreciate the encouragement. How are you doing tonight? I sure hope I got this. What about you? What are you up to? Is it evening, day, working day? I'm going to do a kettlebell halo, warm up the shoulders. By the way, the speed at which we're doing these exercises is absolutely not important. It is the proper technique that we are looking for. And actually, in some cases, slower just is better. But a good warm-up always lets you check in with your body, make sure you know you're doing all right. This is all preparation for the snatches and the swings. Swings are going to be relatively light. Just going to do the snatches, going to be relatively light. Just going to do 5 on the side, and then I'm going to move on with the swings. Alright, I feel I'm in a good spot physically. Let's see if I still have what it takes to do the snatches with a 12 kilo and then the swings with a 16 kilo. 30-second break. Just come and say hi in case anyone left any more messages. Oh, not yet, but thanks for dropping by and thanks for watching. I appreciate that. It's a bit hard to see without glasses, but hey, well, we'll be on that, I'm sure. So, 1, 1, 1, 1, 10 times. When the timer's up, take a little break. And then we're going to do a 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, first set, 5 and 5, 30-second break, 1 to the second set, and then 150 swings. And it's a great way to end the day. It's actually puts my body and my mind at ease somewhat to be able to do a workout like this. So that's good. And it doesn't take all that long. Pull, snatch. 1, pull, snatch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. Okay, look at that. Snatch is done. We're going to move on and swing. Fifteen times, 10, 30 seconds in between. And in the meantime, you can tell me what it is you're doing. Hi, Jacqueline Foss. Thanks for dropping by. How are you doing this evening? Hope you're doing well. You headed to the gym, at your desk working. I'm doing my evening workout, 150 kettlebell swings before bed. Ooh, 10. So tomorrow, my new competition size kettlebells arrive. These are the traditional ones. They're all going to be the same size. And I actually found that they have kettlebells competition size ranging from 2 kilos all the way up to the Bulldog and beyond nowadays. But the 2 kilo one is interesting for the programs I might want to run in the future. So good. This is a ballistic movement. So you need to learn to control the arc and the weight over time through practice. Red Panda game. Hey, how heavy is that? That's a great question, Red Panda games. That is a 16 kilo kettlebell. Here, let me show you that. There. Yeah. See the 16 kilos. And that's about as strong as I've become with 6 months of training. Started off with an 8 in December. Taking it slow and easy because the kettlebell is an interesting device that has an interesting effect. 6 on your stamina. 30. Do you train with anything yourself? Let me know if you're using kettlebells. I'm always curious to hear and also see people train, because there's just so much to learn about working with kettlebells. Next time, I hope tomorrow I can keep my contact lenses in, because that'll just make so much of a difference in terms of being able to see what's going on in the chat. But it's nice that all of you are here, dropping by. Definitely think I've got this. Just wonder how many days it's going to take before I decide doing this every day is too much, because I also have my morning routine. But hey, let's talk about that another time. Okay. Going on for 50. Yeah, I'm a bit out of breath, but I'll be fine. It's a workout, right? It's supposed to be somewhat intense. Nothing a good night's sleep can't cure. The objective, by the way, is to be able to do these 150 in 10 minutes, and to expand that to another 75, 225. So why am I doing this with 16 kilos and 10 times? Because that seems pretty manageable. It's because I want to learn to do the technique properly and build endurance to do the technique properly over time. That's the only reason to keep doing this at this weight. That was 60. I forgot to put the timer on. So eventually get up to doing maybe around 200 200 in 10 minutes. And then we can learn to switch from hand to hand, which is a slightly more difficult version because you're controlling the weight with one part of your body, but that gives you a lot of other benefits in terms of core stability. Eight, 9, 70. Oh boy, this is fun. Kettlebelling as a sport, as a practice, is to learn to do it well with progressively heavier weights, more or less a lifelong commitment. As someone who has done judo and karate and kickboxing, I can really understand the appeal because 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because it is about as intense as a good training session, though not as intense. Oh, already been at it for 18 minutes. That's good. I think so. A few more to go. That brought us up to 80. And to 90. And in kettlebell sport, good technique is king. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be good. Because the first principle, my 5 principles of training, is not to get hurt while I'm training. Anyone else here want to give me a thumbs up or say hello? Let me know how it's going. Are you into sports? Are you into fitness? If you're new, just drop by, say hello. I'd appreciate that. Going for 100. Five more to go. That wasn't that bad. Heart rate's up to 150. Shouldn't stop moving. That's what they say. But don't want to overdo it either. But it's easier on the respiratory system and the arteries in the heart if you don't drop back to 0 intensity. Stand right. The kettlebell basically swings itself. 110. Whew. By the way, in case you're wondering, maybe not, I'm 40 years old, 40, and I was training to be fit at 40, which is a goal I think I accomplished. And I had a neck hernia, couldn't train for about 8 weeks. Slowly built up again to what we're doing now. So I hope I'll last on to 120 and beyond. Done right, you should be able to let go of the kettlebell at the top of the arc, and it will be weightless. 120. Something I'm loath to demonstrate for fear of ruining my kitchen floor, because that would lead to some interesting and unpleasant discussions and probably the end of my live streaming from home career for a while. It's a joke, by the way. But it's funny, nonetheless. It's a dad joke. If it made you laugh, give me a thumbs up or send some smileys over. I'm going to turn on the timer. Let me just check in here. Any new messages? Hey there. A new message. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate that. Chiefs, welcome back. It's good to see you again. It's been a while. How have you been? What's up? I'm doing good. Recovered from my neck hernia, was just talking about it. And I decided to add these 150 kettlebell swings, building up to 200 to the evenings. How about you? How are you doing? It's what? Middle of the day where you're at? Middle of the afternoon? Hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you again. I appreciate you dropping by again. Good. And I moderate if I need to, but thanks for offering. I appreciate that, and it's good to hear from you. I like that. What are you up to? What's going on in life? Okay, 130. Let's go. No blotch here this evening, which is good. This morning I had one. Kept saying very charming things to me. We're 130. 2 more to go. Oh, good. Nothing much? No, nothing much here either, but I guess that's the way of it sometimes on the days. But it's good to hear you, and good to hear that you're doing good. I'm happy to hear that. You been doing any sports? You did some sort of sport, right? I believe you told me. Been keeping up with it lately? 140. That's 140. I'm going to go on to 150. And I might have to call it a night. But I'll be back in the morning for more kettlebells. So what? Not to be named Chris Brand, once you pop, once you swing, Gotta keep doing your thing. Trademarking that. I'm joking. Okay. Getting ready for the final one. Ooh, long sentence, Chiefs. Keep working hard. Used to play baseball 2016. Not anymore, I take it from that comment. Baseball. Slow when I was a kid because we had neighbors. A lovely old lady. Her grandchildren lived in the States in Boston. They would come over in summer and they'd bring gloves and bats and balls. I used to play baseball a little bit, but obviously here where I grew up, football, or what you might call soccer, was the big sport. Everyone was doing that. I was more into tennis and judo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 50. There you have it. That was it for the evening. I'm not saying I'm glad that's done, but it was a good workout. How many pounds is that? 33, 34, maybe 35? 16 kilos, I think, half-ish. So 32 and a bit, because it's a bit more. So about 33. But I worked up. I started with the 8. If you go to all of my shorts from December, I started with 8 kilos, which is what, about 15, 16 pounds. And then 12, and now 16. And I've ordered a 20 that's arriving tomorrow with a new set of kettlebells. These are relatively new, but I wanted a competition size because it's easier to switch between the weights. So yeah, but those were 150 swings. Wow, second day in a row. Well, you can just, is there a reason you, let me just grab a chair for a second. There you go. Is there a reason you wouldn't be able to work out? Or work out with me, along with me? The basics of kettlebell, I can point you in the direction of Mark Wildman on YouTube if you're interested in learning. But I don't know your situation. If you're interested, you know, work out along. I started with very little skill, and look where we are now. Working out together could be a lot of fun. Yeah, I agree. This is a bit of a, I don't want to say a lonely thing, but one of the things that when I started streaming back in January, I realized training is at home is fun, but it can be a bit lonely. But this helps. People dropping by and saying hi and hanging out and having conversations over time. You've got a good point there. But you know, like, I'll probably be back tomorrow evening and the day after. We can work out together, even though we're different parts of the world. Think about it. And working out, by the way, could be anything. It could be loaded carries, it could be walking in place, it could be going for a walk while I'm doing my stream. That, I guess, is a thing. And always talk to your parents before you talk to strangers on the internet, by the way. It's good advice for anyone in life. But I get that. And also, depending on your age, you know, sometimes weight training is not yet the thing. For you, I wish I had started weights a bit later in life. I started when I was 15. So I don't really know what that means with that question. So maybe you can explain that to me a little bit. But in general, if it's about moderating the chat and stuff, I'm good. I have sorted that and arranged that, but I appreciate the offer. It's very kind of you to want to help out, and I understand that. There's a thing about I like to keep control of things myself a little bit. It's the type of person I am, but I really appreciate you offering to help out. That's really cool. Like I said, I had a bot in the chat this morning. It was really annoying, but I managed to get rid of that though, so that was pretty good. In any case, it's been great catching up with you, and I hope everyone else who's been watching is had a good time and also done something or gotten some inspiration for the workout in the evening or the end of the day. I did have a good day, thank you very much, and I'm about to end it because I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to check in on the little ones and then head off to bed because, like you have parents, I am a parent. I also still have parents, but I also have to see to them. So this was my in-between bath time and bedtime workout, so to speak. Chiefs, thanks so much for dropping by. I really appreciate the conversation we had. Thank you. Ida, thanks for the comments. Jacqueline, thanks for saying hi. Red Panda Games, thanks for the question. I appreciate that. And like I always say, we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So I'll see you tomorrow.